Brian back here with a look at Bitcoin. All right, looks like a liquidation hunt here. Wait till I show you the liquidations on CoinGlass here. You're getting a pretty massive amount of liquidations going on right now. Now, if we look at something here, this thing is pulling down. Let's get this right on here. All right, getting down towards that area. Let's get this right up on here. Okay, 618, 702, getting close to that Fibonacci area. Let's go on a weekly here. Hold on one second. All right, let me pull this up here. There we go. Okay, yeah, look where that 702 comes in at. 38,575 bucks. That could be the bounce point here. That could be our right where we're looking for a bounce out of this thing. All right, so keep an eye on that 38,575. That could turn out to be a very crucial area here. All right, we're going to look at some RSIs here in a second, and take a look at a couple other things that I've been checking out here. Okay, over on CoinGlass, look at the liquidations. Up 528.75%, over 5x from yesterday. 242.9 million. Open interest is at 36.4 billion. And there we go, we're getting some volume. 130.4 billion. That's up 162.5% from yesterday. That's everybody, buy red, sell green. If we go on a daily here, just a sea of red out there. That's when you want to buy, buy red, sell green, pound that in your head. That's a fact, okay? When it doesn't feel good to buy, when when it just seems like things are just going to get worse, that's when you really want to buy, and it's not financial advice, but I have found that seems to be a pretty winning formula out there. So keep that in your mind. Usually when you have big red days, usually the next day or two turn out to be pretty decent green days. That's just how it goes. Okay, now let's back over here. I want to show you a couple things here. Back in 2017 to 2019, when we had our retracement back here, all right, there's a couple things I want to show you here. All right, first off, when we came up and hit that 618 retracement, all right, right off of the high, we wicked up in here. Just like we did recently, okay? Got rejected. This thing, it ended up taking, okay? This thing ended up pulling down after it hit that 618. All right, it ended up pulling down. Let me show you this. 34%, okay? After it hit that 618. It ended up pulling down 34%, and then it bounced back up. All right, then we got our 618 retracement right here, okay? Once again, another wick, but this took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks till we finally got a retracement up here. Took 7 weeks till we came back to the 618, and then we finally had our rollover. Okay, now this rollover down here, it ended up pulling it right back, which we're going to keep an eye on this, guys, very, very close when the time comes. Look at that. Perfect 702. Pulled right down to that 702, and that's where we got our bounce. Of course, COVID, Black Swan event, that ended up ripping it down a lot deeper. But if it wasn't for COVID right there, right, the pullback to the 702 at 6,398 bucks, and it bounced from there. All right, right over here was the Bitcoin halving was right here. So if this would have kept going like it was, this that bull run after we hit that 702, that's when our bull run really started. Now back over here, if this takes 7 weeks to get a retracement back out of this thing, 1, 2, 3, we're only on the 3rd week right now. We could have another, if it plays out like it did in the past, we could have another 3 or 4 weeks before we get a bounce back up here. Now, if it ends up coming down to this 702 right down here, and that's where we get our bounce. All right, we'll be looking, a 618 is at 45,000 bucks. Will we get that high? I don't know. I don't know. But I would be expecting, a pull down, a bounce, and then a final rollover. That's what I would expect out of this thing, we should get some kind of bounce back up here. So be watching for this 38,575. That's the 702 here. That could turn out being right where this thing is going to bounce from. All right, and then the big overall view here, when this thing finally does drop, 32,000. That's where I am going to be piling in the altcoins. Will it come that low? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, we're all in the same boat here, but off of past price action, it says that normally you would pull down to this 702, and that is where our bull run should start. So if we get the bounce up, the flush 702, and then start on our way up for the bull run, it's going to be a great year, guys. Really is. This is going to suck, this pull down here, but after that's over, you might as well look at it as the bull run starting, and it's going to be a great year. All right, now let's take a look at these RSIs for Bitcoin. All right, the 4 hour, you can see how we came down and now we got rejected. Look at that rejection right off that 40,300 area, 40,200, 300. We ended up losing it, came back up, retested it now as resistance. And I would not be shocked at all if we pull down to 38,483 right down here. All right, we got the 4 hour. 4 hours reset at the bottom. The 8 hour is bearish. 12 hour is bearish. The daily is right there getting ready to get reset, and you got your 3 day, you're getting ready to get reset. So this it could end up being a quick wick down here. This could be a fairly quick move down. All right, it could cascade some longs here, and that could really kick it into gear and push it down here. But I would be watching for a bounce right down here at that 38,483 area. That's your 702 fib level. I would be watching for a bounce out of there. That's what I'm watching for, and that's what I'll be keeping my eye on with Bitcoin. All right, guys, thank you so very, very much. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll be back with you very soon. Have a great day, everybody.